started. I was like, it started. Hey, what's going on, everybody? You know what time it is. It is another amazing Saturday here in the Hydeout, guys. Super stoked. Pretty chill day today. Wolvis, hey,
Immediately, what's up?
Hey, can you give the fans, how you are so on top of the notifications? If you let them know, that way maybe some more people, is that all it is though? I think it is, right? The little bell on YouTube or whatever.
The bell, and yes, you have to go to all. Because there's one that says personalized, there's all, and then there's some every now and then.
You can choose the one that it notifies you with. Yeah. Okay, because I know I did it for a few, but I've never I need to go mess with it more. Yeah. So I can't blame you guys, because I myself am not the best at that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but yeah, guys, again, just gonna have a random conversation. As the title says, DCU will probably be the helm of the show today. We have literally left that off to the side. Like we used to at the beginning of the show. Right. That used to be our ugly stepchild that we didn't like to talk about, with Aquaman.
It's kind of sad though that's the one that started it.
Yeah. the shit talking.
Our first ever was a review of The Flash, and then after that DCU just kind of back to Marvel and anime.
Yeah, literally we're like, and Aquaman's coming out. But we didn't. I don't even think we reviewed it, did we?
Which one?
Aquaman.
I don't think so.
We talked about it.
We talked about it real quick, and I don't think either of us were entertained by it to the point where let's talk about it. I think it was also because it didn't come out December, and I think that was a gap where we didn't really.
It might have. I don't remember.
I think that was
okay. That might be too. So.
I feel you on that one.
Straight up.
Same way.
I was it wasn't necessarily on Saturday, but I forgot that Paramount is Nickelodeon, so yeah. I was watching Rocket Power the other day. I was trying to get my son to watch Rocket Power with me, and I was like, dude, this is the days of coming home on a summer day, after just sweating, grabbing a drink, sitting down, and you just start hearing the theme song. Man,
some of the theme songs went so good.
Yeah,
straight up. Why y'all so good right now? You don't need to be this
that
good.
Era, Kids Next Door,
yes.
What is
the original Teen Titans,
the original Teen Titans, Cat Dog, Ren and not Ren and Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy was a little bit older, but what is it? Rocko's Modern Life.
Yes. Angry Beavers.
Angry, dude, that was on there. I said the same thing. I was like, Angry Beavers? I was like, oh my goodness.
Pinky in the Brain.
Yeah, Pinky in the Brain. So, that was Warner Brothers, wasn't it? Pinky in the Brain?
Was it Warner Brothers?
Yeah. I think
it was
Saturday night cartoons or Saturday morning cartoons on Warner Brothers with Pokemon and all that
not Looney Tunes.
Animaniacs. Yes, the Animaniacs.
Yeah,
I stopped at the Flash. Yes,
yeah, Flash really messed it all up.
Guy, I'm telling you,
our take on it was we ran that through the mud and then drove back to run it back through.
And then that was the most thorough review we have ever given. We brought our paper, our pad. Yeah. The reason why it was a 3-hour show, I think, was because, he said, we drove it and we ran it back over. We were like, no, this shit was so bad. Make sure it's gone.
Danger Mouse?
Very British. It's crazy, yo.
I love how it's very British. Danger Mouse sounds cool. It sounds interesting.
Were any of ours over there were our Nickelodeon shows anything that you watched that is
Nickelodeon over there?
I don't know. Is Nickelodeon over there? I'm saying it like you should know what Nickelodeon is. You literally just said Danger Mouse. Never heard of it.
Very British.
Yeah, that's what I was like. So we probably just sounded the same way to him. Like, he probably never heard of any of that.
Like half of those, he's like, I don't know what the hell that is. Dude, Rocket Power was a show for stoners before they realized they were stoners.
I was saying that they were saying the surf shop dude was like always stoned.
Pink in the Brain, that's good. Okay. So Warner Brothers.
So he doesn't know. It's a question mark after at the end. So
let me see. Pink in the Brain was so good.
It was again. That's probably one of the most iconic things. Like, what are we doing? You know, like
what do we do? What do we do tonight?
We do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
But it turned out Pinky was actually smarter than Brain.
It's one of those moments, right? Like, that's what I loved about. What about Ed, and Eddie?
Dude, that one was
do you know what Ed, and Eddie is, Wolvis? Like,
that was good.
That's when we learn about hustling. Like, see, each show had a theme behind it. The creators were probably a certain way in their like childhood. You know what I mean? Like, yes, Nickelodeon was, and Disney Channel. We usually watch CBB. Okay. Cartoon Network. So Johnny Bravo. What was on the Cartoon Network's line?
Cartoon Network had
that was Ed, and Eddie.
Ed and Eddie, Ben 10. Samurai Jack, I think, was on Cartoon Network.
Samurai Jack.
Dexter's Laboratory and Powerpuff Girls, yes. Dexter's Laboratory was amazing.
I fucking love. Again, we talked about it one time. That episode of Mandark. You know what I mean? Like, choo choo choo, yeah, choo 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 choo. Like, in my head, ingrained, like, that is one thing in my life. That episode, anytime I think about something, like, I hear a noise, I think of that episode.
You start brushing your teeth to it and everything?
Choo 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 choo. He's all of you. Yeah, Pokemon was Fox Kids. I remember that. Yeah.
Man. Nostalgia. Memory lane right now.
That was, man. Like, again, the Saturday night lineup. Well, I try to make sure to watch Ash become a world champion that he never became until I was 34 years old.
For real. But it was so. Did you watch it?
Huh?
Did you ever see it?
No. I saw a clip where it was like Charizard versus the other guys. Dragonite? Was it a Dragonite?
No, it was that guy's Charizard versus Dragonite. Or Ash's Dragonite.
Okay. So, yeah.
I don't think Ash brought Charizard along on that run.
On that run? On the last?
That I remember. It was like it was a handful of people that he brought, but it kind of disappointed me on that one.
Interesting. Dang, see? Yep.
Oh, nice.
So he was you nerded up on a Saturday post show. Watched it.
The Spider-Man cartoons were made.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man game that came out back then looked so close to me, like the animation. I was like, I'm playing the. It's the same thing.
It's so blocky.
Don't lie to me,
dude. I when we pulled out the 64 and we played the 64. That's when I realized, like, man, we thought this was the shit. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Did you see the graphics?
Oh my god. I was running with Mario in the 64. Like,
oh man.
And then the PS1 came out, and that's when, like, yes, at the same thought process, Bulbous.
The PlayStation 1 games blew your mind, and you're like, oh my god.
You're just like, this can't get better. Like,
the arms weren't even round.
Yeah,
Tekken was amazing. No, but the arms weren't even round. They were all squared.
Like square, bulk, like blocks.
And then all the women had the cone.
They couldn't figure out to round all the edges.
I was just like, dude, this whole system. I think it was easier for them to do 2D rendering than 3D rendering. So that's why all the 3D rendering, the freaking. Where it's just so odd.
That's wild, man.
I always found it funny, like, whenever they had to do hand gestures, all the fingers were together because they couldn't do individual like that, really. So it was always like...
my favorite in that description was stepping back into the N64 GoldenEye, the cutscenes when it was like James Bond and like, agent, M and all them, and they're just like, Bond, you can't, you know, there's that, like, it's like, I will, but I have to go, like,
dude, you know what game I get nostalgia for sometimes on the 64 is Banjo-Kazooie.
Dude, Banjo-Kazooie.
the old school, and you had to read everything.
Yeah. Dude, so that was the shit, dude. Banjo-Kazooie. I was thinking about Pyro. No, is it Pyro? Spyro.
That's PlayStation, yeah.
Yep. I was thinking about that one the other day.
I love the fact that back then they had like competitive, like, oh, you got an IP? I have to have an IP. Like Banjo and Spyro, I think they were like kind of competitors. Like those two fought. I thought
Spyro. It was what is it?
It was
Ratchet and Clank.
And Jack and Dexter.
Dexter,
yes.
Bro, Jackson. That one was a good series. That game series that I enjoy playing.
Jack and Dexter? Yeah. No, I remember those. I remember the I just love it when like they have head-to-heads, like you had Sega and Nintendo with Mario, so Sonic Mario. That one's like legendary. But like it was so cool seeing all these like, well, it's
we can't let them run away with that game this year.
We have to have something to compete with their system. So it was great. But the Spider-Man 2 movie game, the Spider-Man games, they always were good. My issue was like I was the person who always wanted to see how far high up I could get on the swings and stuff, and then you just hit that invisible ceiling and just boom.
Gay.
Like,
whack.
And then you run into the invisible wall, like when you go to the ocean and stuff, and you're just like, oh, I want to explore more.
And that's what makes the excitement for GTA 6 and like GTA 5. That was what made those even better because of that. You know, like you wanted I test the limits of the physics of the game. You know, can I get on this plane and then jump off?
Yeah.
Like, you know, it was, and then you got to go in the building. You got to associate with NPCs. You know what I mean? Like on this one, you were able to go to ammunition stores and the banks and like, you know, so I'm ready for 6 because 6 apparently is going to have like thousands of more buildings to be able to go into.
But they delayed it again, didn't they?
Huh?
They delayed it again.
I haven't. No, it is talked about again. There's a possibility. I hope not, though. I really, really hope not. Like, it's been enough. Speaking of delays, no, we're on a tangent. I'll get to the good stuff later. But
I mean, that was a good transition.
Okay, into the real stuff today. Speaking of delays, and you know, again, our little old friend DCU that we've been, you know, leaving off to the side, came up with a big news. But I want to know what you think. So I heard that Clayface has now been delayed from September 11th to October 23rd.
I'm okay with that.
For
the Halloween horror stuff and everything. I was like, I'm okay. You already gave me it's scary, it's horror, you know. I'm like, putting it out in September was a missed shot for you. Delaying it that much, like 2 months.
A month. September, October, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking August for some reason. Yeah, delaying it a month does not hurt at all. Like, that's actually better for me. I'm like, if anything, what else is coming out in October? Hold on. Now I need to search it because I need to see what it's going to compete against. Because if you're putting out in horror movie times, you have to have...
Yeah, there might be a horror movie.
Yeah, you have
to. When does Scream come out this year? Scream 7?
I'm not sure.
Clayface is a part of the DCU, actually, Wolvis. So he is played by Reese something. Reese?
I'm not sure. But he is... So basically, this guy who's playing it, did he voice? No, he didn't voice it.
That was that again. That was Alan Tudyk that we were all, you know, wondering what was going on. Let me see.
He's gonna look that up, and I'm looking up the movie releases for October. So no, but
Tom Reese Harris.
Oh, that was the voice actor?
No, that is the actor for it.
Okay. So, yeah, the voice actor for Clayface in what is it? Don't tell me. Creatures Commando.
I was like, this actually feels good, guys. Like I actually knew it in my head this time
because my brain went Suicide Squad, and I was like, I know that's not it.
Yeah,
and so I was at that internal struggle. The Clayface from Creatures Commando is going to be the Clayface in the live action, but it's not the same voice actor, so they're going to change it, which makes sense because Clayface could change identity. So I'm like, that doesn't hurt at all. I am glad they pushed it back to October for a horror movie. But now I need to see what it's going to compete against, because this is either going to do well or it's going to flop. So,
Tom, while you're looking that up, Tom, what was it? Tom Reese something? Tom Reese Harries. So he'll be the Clayface Matt Hagen. I was on his wavelength there, so I wanted to ask that question, because it is going to be the first body horror movie of the DCU. So with that being said, body horror really hasn't been experimented with, let alone R-rated even in superhero films. So this is going to be a branch that I'm excited to see. Again, our good friend Wolvis does not have faith like I do in James Gunn, but
well, yeah and no. I mean, for me, this is a good opportunity to see if they're going to base it in Gotham, because Clayface is, from what I remember, more of a Batman, but he does, appear everywhere else. Two, like how yeah,
in the sewers.
Two, it's how I already said how well they do horror, right? Like it gives them an opportunity to kind of lay the groundworks for their roles, because this is their first, outside of Superman and Supergirl, this will be their first actual other big movie release. So it's going to give them a groundwork to be like, hey, we're going to change certain things up with this. We're still going to keep certain movie threads, like comic threads, but we could alter them. And as long as they don't change anything too crazy, they could do pretty decently with this.
And I think Wolf has missed the point on that, because I think we're more in tune with his plot line. So James Gunn Wolvis is like trying to make it a continuity without it needing to overlap to understand. So does that make sense? Did I say that kind of in the so like he wants it to have a huge comic storyline arc, but if you wanted to enjoy Clayface on a free time basis, you can go watch Clayface and know some sort of way that it connects to Creatures Commandos, to Superman in a sense, but it's not like it relies on those movies to be good.
Yeah.
So that is where James Gunn is. I'm hoping he lands with this. Like, he wants to keep it integrated but seamlessly separated at the same time. That just sounds so crazy to say that out loud. You know what I mean?
The
like,
ability to pull that off is just hard.
Yeah, because in the grand scheme of things, it's crazy. Again, you have to like sprinkle just like of dust of characters to let you know, like, oh yep, we're still in the same universe. You know what I mean? Like, Hot Girl needs to just appear in Clayface, and then it's just like, oh, she's aware. Like, you know what we're getting at? Like the New York problem in the MCU. You know what I mean? Like, just a sprinkle of Daredevil in a Spider-Man movie, or
even if it's a cameo.
You're just like they are aware. Thank God. Like, I'm not wondering what the is Daredevil doing right now.
The Doctor Strange thing with WandaVision. Like, well, he's the magic person. Where the hell is he at?
Yeah, the whole time. Like, not a. Oh, I'm aware of this. Like, let me try. She kicks him out, kind of thing. Something. Like, you know what I mean. So, But he's the ultimate say, though. That's the crazier part. Like, he has to green light the project. So, like, he is in the understanding right now that it is muddled right now as far as like the Brave and Bold, the DCU's Batman, or the Elseworlds Batman. We still need Wonder Woman. We need the Flash, and that's it. But we got Soup's story. We just need to figure out where these guys play into the story. Like, again, I think we're looking at the moment like a 2028, 2029 window for a Batman and Wonder Woman film.
That's kind of weird though, because I would think you want to build your core 3 as fast as possible.
James Gunn stated that? You said someone else let it slip, right?
The head of the studio? I thought that was for because I was reading it was saying something about the Netflix people saying, because they were talking about after Warner Brothers got a hold of them, and they were saying that because it underperformed, they took it out of theaters after 45 days. And I'm like, that's kind of rough, because you know sometimes people don't want to watch things as fast. Some people don't have the cash for it.
Yeah, I was about to say the economy just doesn't allow us right now. Like, to just like willy-nilly go on the starting weekend. You know what I mean? Like, it would be great for everybody to go watch the movie the first 2 weeks of the film or whatever, but no one.
But like going forward from now on, is that going to happen with every film?
Well, that's the thing. That's what they're saying. Like, we're still going to honor the theater runs, but they're only going to limit it to 45 days. So, like, what are the actors' contracts going to look like now? You know what I mean? Like, that's going to be substantially different. You know, so
that does make sense, because
they got paid off of the marketing run, going out and doing the marketing for the movie and everything. So, how long the ticket sales, like, now that it goes straight to streaming, do we get a percentage of the percentage that it does in the streaming? Like, you know what I mean? So that's crazy.
What made you like it?
I know. I really want to know why you don't like it.
Said it's a meh.
No, I don't know. I must be really kiddie, like, like I must have like a really child's mentality to these things, because I'm just sitting there with my little Superman t-shirt and, my popcorn and, I'm excited. It's Superman, you know what I mean? Like, but I don't know. Y'all being comic book enthusiasts, I guess y'all have just a different take. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just a little kid in the theater, ready to go. Like,
and anybody else who wants to comment, there's some other people. Like, tell us if you did watch the Superman movie.
Yeah. What are your opinions? It's a opinion based show. If you have a say and you dislike what Wolvis is saying out there, Hold on, don't put Wolvis out there. He's the only one saying bad things. No, comment wars now, you know what I mean? Bing. Straight up. But speaking of Man of Tomorrow, again, why I even said a 28-29 run for Wonder Woman and Batman is we're getting the Man of Tomorrow July 9th, 2027. So that's the part, the second or the sequel to the Superman movie, that we're speaking of. Again, not a inkling in sight of what's to come as far as the core 3, like you said. You know what I mean? Excuse me.
Okay. I see what you're saying. My issue with it too is
and that's what I was about to mention was I'm enjoying it on the terms of the different genres. Like, he's coming quick. Like, you had Creatures Commandos, the gritty, dark humor, you know, well, it was foul mouthed and everything. So it was like, on HBO, free of, critic views of the movies and stuff. And then you got Superman, the big film that came out. So then when you had Superman, you got, again, what they compared it to, Guardians of the Galaxy, Phil, so on and so forth.
That's the only thing that I don't like.
Hold on. So then we got Supergirl, where everyone was like, oh my God, it feels like Guardians of the Galaxy. But it's not, because it's directed by someone else, produced by James Gunn, but nonetheless, directed by someone else. And then we have Clayface, again, directed by someone else, produced by James Gunn. So three different genres of films, hopefully, that, have a different tone. Because they say that Supergirl is supposed to be darker than Superman because of her back lore. And
she technically is in the comics.
Yeah. So
she's the one that doesn't really hold back the way Superman does.
Yeah. So,
but okay, I will say, if Clayface comes with any type of soundtrack like Superman, Creatures Commando, or Supergirl, I'm probably immediately gonna be like, nah, I'm out.
And I agree, because that right there, a horror movie doesn't have a soundtrack. It's all orchestral, musical, deep tones, resonance, you know what I mean?
Give me something that's almost like background noise that you almost forget you're listening to, and then it gets higher when he's like, gonna pull something off. Like, but don't give me these like poppy, like,
fun
popular. I'm like, no, if you do that, immediately you lost that movie for me.
Yeah, 100%, because that is no longer horror.
Yeah.
Wait. What about radio music? Like, if the characters are like listening to the radio,
yeah.
Oh, how they do the soundtrack because they're listening to the radio, and then that's like the start of the scene. It's like they turn off the radio, and what about that?
I'll be somewhat okay with that, but I can't have it very long.
Okay.
Like, do not give me like
like a full
of the stamp song.
Him in the shower, getting ready in the morning, and it's the whole track line.
Don't do that.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay,
I'm okay with that.
I was just curious.
Jeepers Creepers pulled that off pretty well.
See, that's why I was asking. That's the thought in my head was Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we had the same thought process. I was like, that was the literal one that thought in my head. I was like, what about like a little soundtrack or radio?
Yeah, like I'm okay with that. Like,
drink this. I had it in my head.
I know, but I'm okay with that. It just I can't have a soundtrack like that. But as long as James Gunn is involved, so far that we've seen, produce and directing wise, he has to have a soundtrack like that. And I'm like, I get it. You like your music, it kind of got you, but you're having too much of your Guardians feel in these movies. We don't need it. Pull back.
Yeah.
Like, chill out.
I wholeheartedly agree, because that was my only thought, was like, in these like a just orchestral music type tone of a movie, like, again, just pulling you in, the suspense type music. Exactly.
Yeah, no, for real. Like
it's like the music industry is now one and the same with the movie industry.
Yes.
Like, again, Venom is synonymous with Eminem's Venom.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but that's kind of different from what some of the other ones are doing too. Like, because Eminem he's big, he's popular, his music isn't going to go with it. But like some of the like other like Taylor Swift or 80s music that they're going to throw in there because it's like poppy and it feels just like, no, enough of it. Like, I agree with him. Like, you're putting too much pressure for, like, the thing is, they want to sell a soundtrack. And I'm like, you can, it just
focus on the movie.
Focus on the movie first. Let the soundtrack benefit the movie. Don't make the soundtrack.
It's so crazy that we're talking about this, because that's how I was thinking the other day watching Monsters, Inc. So Monsters, Inc., it was playing the little trumpet noise, and the little thing, and everything opened or shut with a musical note.
Yeah.
Or like a pitch of and it would close the door when the drum hit or a snare. And so I was like, so in my head I was like, so what came first? Did the drawing come first to match the music, or did the music come first to match the drawing? Yeah. Like, and I was like, ooh, shit. Like, but again, that's what I'm thinking about. Like, that is so focused on it, you know what I mean? But again, like, that worked. But,
but I think animation is a bit different for something like that, because you could make it a bit like with the opening scene. I know the credit opener for Monsters Inc. I was like, you could kind of work with that and make it funny. But with the music in the industry of movies, it's just like now, like, Wolves was saying, it's like popularity. You're doing a 80s music over a fight scene instead of letting the fight scene breathe. I'd rather hear the freaking like, give me the old school sound effects of the like, and like I'll prefer that.
I miss that noise now that you say that. The clothes swishing,
yes, Bulletproof Monk.
Bulletproof Monk.
Give me back some of that type of feel where you
like
hear
the Jackie Chan, like Drunken Master, like
give me some more of those. Like, I'd rather have the fight breathe itself than have that. But
now that you say that, did that fight scene with Shang-Chi and that warrior that his dad's right hand man, what's his name?
Oh, did it have music?
Did it have music when they were in that tower? I'm trying to think.
If you can't remember it. Because I don't even remember the fight that well.
You don't? I really love that fight scene, like where they were with the dagger and then the helicopters going through that busted window and like the lights. I am so excited for Spider-Man. Like, Tom Holland, even, like, I just read, and I didn't even know this, that he learned jujitsu and has now, this one was the first one that actually got a stunt double, but he did 80% of his stunts. Because some of the stunts were that advanced in taijutsu or in jujitsu. Yeah. And so I was like, oh shit. But again, you got the dude that directed Shang-Chi, and then now you had Jackie Chan's stunt squad for Brand New Day. So I'm excited. I'm kind of excited. But again, hope music is pulled back a little bit, so.
Okay, I will give you it is the best trilogy only because The Amazing Spider-Man didn't get a third. If it had gotten a third, I think that one probably would have been pretty well. It would have.
Where would you have gone with no Gwen Stacy? Mary Jane would have showed up, right?
Mary Jane probably, or you could have did Black Hat, or you could have did.
They said that, right? There was a rumor about Black Hat. I want to say like.
I want Punisher to do so good for that little, what is a feature film or whatever presentation.
So this Wonder Man is called a Spotlight presentation. So I don't know. I could have sworn it was feature presentation or like Spotlight. I can't remember. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. But this one was called, and again, Wonder Man was under that too. Another little umbrella. So. Again, I haven't finished it. Again, sorry guys, a terrible show for reviews and that. But I haven't. Have you finished it yet? Have you started it?
I haven't.
So again, it is gotten really. It's still standing strong at 91% Rotten Tomatoes. So it literally has to have something going for it to hold still. So it was at 89. It went to 93. It's at 91. So it's holding steady. So again, I've read little snippets that homie's the real Mandarin. Like, that's how good Trevor Slattery is doing right now. Like, he just knocked it out of the park. Yeah. We the real like snippet of Wonder Man and what he might be entailing later. Yeah. So it's just I don't know. It's I'm excited for that one to finish it. So. It did. It really did. But I just got done watching The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I'm watching it right now. I put it with the sleep timer, so it's in like the middle of the movie. So that shows my age. I got to put the sleep timer to pass out. You know what I mean? But
about that long.
I feel about this tired. But yeah, I'm watching that one right now because I wanted to again catch a glimpse of Spider Fu. You know what I mean? So when you pointed that out, I loved it ever since. Like I was just like, yo, he really does like the way he swings. Like he's like more nimble than Tobey Maguire. Like Tobey Maguire was shorter, stouter. Shorter and stouter. Yeah. Andrew Garfield was more the character length and height. Yeah. And like again, when he would do the swings, like I mean, like little side bends, like you know the way he would like just contort. I saw it after you pointed it out, and I was like, I see it. Like I see the Spider-ness in him. You know what I mean? So. Straight up.
Dude, honestly, I feel like it had a lot more potential than what they produced from it. Like it could have been so much better, but it felt like they didn't know where they were going with it, and they kind of just so. But it's just like Raimi had like his thought process down. He's like he knew where he wanted to go. I feel like the people with the Amazing Spider-Man
was it two different directors? I don't remember.
I don't even know. That's actually a good question. Was it Wolvis?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I want to know if Wolvis knows this off the top of his head.
I didn't see very many scary movies in October coming out. So
you didn't? So it should compete really well. Yeah, I literally once you pointed that out, I was like, yo, he really does like just and then his quips. Like his quips were so much better than Tobey Maguire's. Like, and then again, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Like, you know, until honestly, and this is showing like again, like me and not knowing my true knowledge of like these characters. So bear with me.
Yeah, dude. Like that. See, that's what. And I did find it. Yeah, he is right. Same directors.
Okay,
but yeah, like. They cut so much out, and I feel like the writers for it, and then probably the producers were trying to be like, "Well, we want this thread, and we need this one," and I feel like Raimi was just like,
Raimi was the founder and the starter of it, and then I think that's what again it goes back to that the producers saw the success. We already did that with Raimi. We already did that with Raimi. Like, okay, let's do this. This worked, so let's try this plot with this thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at that point, they started trying hard.
Yeah, they're like, let's try to set up the next 2-3 movies so that way. But we need to like lead them like. I'm like, nah, you don't need to freaking throw it at us. You could lay down a hint, just drop a name, and those that know will come. You know. Yep. But honestly, Raimi's scoring in the Spider-Man, the first trilogy. You can't help it when you think the Spider-Man and I was like, yeah, you can't. So much better than the damn Gunn poppy music in every damn movie. I was like, dude, as simple as that was, it's stuck. It's in your head. You can't like unhear it now. It's forever like connected.
Yeah, when so much so that you hear it. When you do something badass, like, you catch a paper, like, way down here, before it is like, and then you're like, whoa, did I have that ability? Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't want to play nice.
Was it just you that we talked about?
What?
So check it out, Wolvis, and fans out there, like Sony's so greedy, guys. So here we were, we're theorizing, us as podcasters and fans, theorize, these ideas. Well, again, one of the main ones that I was ahead of a lot of people was the Spider-Man. Tom Holland cannot appear in live action TV series, only animated. So a lot of speculation when that last episode was coming out of Daredevil, when he was talking about we need a team. There was a lot of it. AI images with Spider-Man in it. So we will never see that, unfortunately. It has to be them coming to him in his feature films, as opposed to him coming to them. So there's that. Then we catch wind. We're, theorizing, okay, brand new day. We need a villain. We haven't heard of a villain. We hear about this Spythra or whatever, the, mind controlling spider chick, and then Sadie Sink. We hear Punisher, Hulk, this little squad that, we hear about the flashbacks of the villains, apparently, that we're going to get at the beginning instead of like a whole, him, fighting these in the movie. They're like a flashback of him growing when the world forgot about him, if everyone remembers. To the main point. We cannot see Kingpin go against Spider-Man in a feature film, according to Vincent D'Onofrio. I feel like I read his name every time I say it. Vincent D'Onofrio. There we go. D'Onofrio. There is copyright issues in which he can't appear on screen with Spider-Man. So, like, it's like what Emmanuel said. Like,
there's so many good storylines with Kingpin and him. Like, there's still that iconic scene in my head when people were trying to determine how strong Spider-Man's ability to stick to walls is. They're like, nah, you have to take the whole wall with him because he's not coming off. And there's that scene where Kingpin has his arm like hooked around Spider-Man and just tears him off of like concrete and just, and I'm just like, there's scenes like that in the comics that are so like iconic and so like it goes to prove how strong Kingpin is. It goes to show how strong Spider-Man is just with his fingertips and his like damn tippy toes. It's just those moments you can't see. You erase them from history of the movies technically because you can never have those two characters interact. I'm just like, damn, like,
and it literally limits them. Like, it's what I told him. I was like, I don't even know the comics like that, and it makes me upset. Like, what the potential could be, what could have been, if Marvel would have had full control of this core character. And that's what makes it even worse.
Yeah.
That's what makes
how essential Spider-Man is.
Is that. I didn't know, again, me humbling myself, I didn't know how core these characters were. I didn't know, much of these things, but like, to now know and to like, see these things and then like hear people's passionate, talks and rants about characters. And it's just like finding out Spider-Man is like a essential piece to the board. And it's like, we can't play chess without this piece. Like, he is the queen of the opposite side, you know what I mean? And we can't, it's not there. We can't play the game, guys. We don't have it. Like, we don't have everything. So, it's like a friend's chess piece. Like, the friend comes over to play with you, and like he's like, bring the chess piece, but then like he has to leave early, so you can't finish the game. So because he takes the piece with you, that literally is what played as I was reading the comment. I didn't even get to finish reading the comment. Yeah. So we'll get Jessica Jones. I feel like everyone's really well trained at Marvel now to like really deflect if they're in things, and I feel like we'll get Luke Cage. I really do.
If you have Jessica Jones, you're probably gonna get Luke Cage later on because in the comics they have a kid together. They're a couple.
Holy hell! What? Really? Cool.
Oh,
yeah, that's awesome.
Spoiler alert.
Hell no, not even spoiler. That was awesome. Like, I knew they had that little thing on the show, and I thought it was just just to make a romance.
No, their thing. Kind of like
they knock the rocks and the socks. Oh, shoo!
It's just like you kind of put them sooner or later. Iron Fist is an iffy one for me.
I really think
he is a very big character with certain other characters too.
Shang-Chi, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm down. Again, please. I heard that in the I heard it. I was about to say I heard it in the wind. You know that they're going to be in Secret Wars. Yeah. If they do, just you have to just fan service it out, man. Like I said, just we have all these characters that will no longer be in the universe, but they want to be in the universe. But just give them that last little hoorah. You know what I mean? Just you were in the MCU. You know, now's the time to reminisce. Like, hey, I was Jessica Jones. Like, you know, I was there for
10 seconds.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I don't know. That's just me. Like, fan service it out. Just finish it. Give us everybody. Talk to everybody. Cross paths. Everybody knows everybody, and we knew that the whole time. And then just restart the universe. Like, while they're holding each other, like the scene of Toy Story, but actually, let them get incinerated. Like, you know what I mean? Like, holding hands, singing "Kumbaya."
Call them out. Call them out.
Hey, we went to Clayface, and then we went back, and we went to Man of Tomorrow, and we went back.
It's also you, Wolves. You kind of pulled us in this direction too, though.
Your fault. Your fault.
Oh man.
Let's see. But yeah, so that was my main ones with James Gunn. I did have some earlier. Let me see.
Did they?
They showed a picture of showing again more so of what we're gonna go with in the ranges of DC's Superman. Nicholas Hoult. He was flexing, and that boy got swole. He's up there now, so he's like competing up to next to David Cornsweat's Superman's bulk, and they're already speculating the comic line where he's getting ready for Brainiac, and he's like lifting weights and getting stout, and they're so they're already like speculating. So he's showing like
I kind of don't like it the way he said he's like, oh, he's getting up there and weight with Cornsweat, and I was like, he's not the biggest Superman, so it's not hard.
Well, he was big still. Excuse you.
Side by side.
Excuse you.
You put him side by side. Freaking
I bet you he's bigger than Cavill.
Maybe height.
Bet you, bro. Go look it up.
Dude, they look it up, bro. Not look.
Go look it up, bro. The dynamic duo. Speaking of Batman and stuff as well. The bird. What's called the dynamic duo. One of the ones that we were talking about way back when. I think is another side one of Batman's Brave and Bold. But the dynamic duo is Jason Kidd and Nightwing's movie / show series. Will not be a part of the DCU. So that one will be Elseworlds.
I do not care for that. I feel like if you're going to give us an older Batman, you have a chance to give us them.
We're getting a younger.
Brave and Bold is older. If you're going to give us an older Batman, you have a chance to give us Nightwing.
What was it? Brave and Bold is the Bat family, right? We were going to get introduced to the Bat family.
Yeah. And so at that point, you have them.
Well, maybe that storyline. Maybe.
But no, if you're going to introduce Batman and the Bat family, you have the whole Bat family.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, he owns the rights. He's not like MCU where like they have him on one side and they can't use them. Okay, like
that's now a double-edged sword against him, because if you have the rights but you're not using them right.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. So let him do that storyline. Let whoever writing that. It's kind of like a absolute Batman storyline right now. Like they're on a comic line,
and they're in the main universe already.
Weren't you the one that wanted, like, as long as this storyline's going, they could write something else on the sideline to, continue, enjoying the character?
But like, making it not part of the canon.
You are. Well, that's what I'm saying. So
this world is not part of it.
I get that. What I'm saying is, like, they can have that storyline. Let's say whatever it is. Well, Jason Todd is, trying to kill Nightwing. I don't know any of the storylines. Okay, one of those, right? But and then the DCU, you got Jason Todd being the bad guy because that's where he is at that time or whatever, while Nightwing is trying to get Batman to understand, like, hey, yo, he's bad, but he was one of us. We got to get him back to him. Like, that storyline can carry on in the DCU while this one's having free range, having a good time, like, you know, doing whatever it wants to do. Like, but they're synonymous. They can be in, you know, each other's universe, but without fucking around with the other timeline, like what we're having a problem with the MCU. You know what I mean? Like, that concurrently can run with the other one and it'd be just fine. Like that one,
I don't like.
You can like that one. You can like Jason Todd on the Elseworlds and not Jason Todd in the DCU. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't like the fact that they're going to take a storyline that's actually pretty significant and then put it to Elseworlds because they're like, and we already got other stuff.
But to have fun with it.
Wolves has a good point. How are you going to introduce so many characters in a debut film? I think that personally was an issue for me for like. Not the Eternals, because the Eternals did have like at least somewhat of it, but at the same time, I was like, there's too many people in here. I don't care for them. You want us to fill for all of them, but you only show us certain ones after a while.
Which one are we talking about?
The last one.
What are we doing? Compete with 20 other characters. I'm not getting it. So are we talking about Secret Wars or
no? The Batman, when you're going to introduce the Bat family. You have all the Robins, like 3 to 4 different Robins. You have Batgirl. If they still have Batgirl or Oracle and Batgirl, you have Alfred. You still have all the, like, you're going to introduce a villain in that as well. So at minimum, you're going from 7 to 9 characters in a movie, introducing them all at once, not letting any of them have a shine.
What happened to the complaint about like backstories? So do you want backstories or do you not want backstories?
Give me a backstory, but don't start me off like 20 years ago this happened. Now we're in the future, like we're starting off over here, but 20 years back, this is how he did his first Robin. This is the second Robin. This is the third Robin. I was like, why not just start me from the beginning over here now? If Superman started, you're giving me a 3-year-old Superman, but you're not going to give me a 3-year-old Batman. You're going to give me like a 40-year, like in terms of how long they've been active. Mm-hmm. You're going to give me a Batman that's been doing this for like 20 plus years. Your story, your timelines are kind of wishy-washy in this instant, you know? Like, how are you going to give me a Wonder Woman who just appeared into the world?
I think they haven't written the script yet, so they got a chance to do whatever they really want to do. So we're writing it forward. We're stressing shit that it ain't even conceptualized yet. So what? Let me knock some of these grays off or stop thinking. Nice. Okay. Can we do 2 of those at the same time? Like Batman and Robin 1, and then Batman and Robin 2, and then, you know, Batgirl and Robin, and, you know, like backstories of 2 of them at the same time to like help, you know.
There's big jumps in between. Like, if you, like, it depends on how they want to do it, because Nightwing, Dick Grayson is the first Robin. Then you have Jason Todd as the second Robin, but there's a gap in between each Robin mantle. So if you're going to do, like, well, this is his years here, and then in the same movie or instance,
and we're getting Teen Titans somewhere in here, apparently, remember? And
Teen Titans was, if I'm not mistaken,
between the frame of Nightwing
and all of them, and it's just like, so how are you going to pull this off?
Chill out, Wolves. So,
I mean, he does have a point with introducing a lot of characters too. Wolves is kind of because you had the Justice
because we don't know what happened, how Hot Girl landed there.
Yeah, we don't know how
she was in an apartment by herself,
which makes me concerned too. With as much as I'm hyped up about the lanterns, you already got 2 other lanterns and Guy Gardner in this time already. So I'm like, there's only supposed to be 1 per patrol almost, and every time one of them like passes away or is about to die, the ring leaves. So you had 2 other ring bearers that were either gonna pass or die, or maybe they left their precinct and now the ring had to reassign somebody.
Yeah, because you know your lore.
Well, they say he's good at work, but I never seen him work, so I don't know. Superman?
I know, but is he... Are you saying we can be done with Superman and like concentrate on other characters?
I think what he's saying is that you don't have anything to learn more about the character itself. You already know so much about him. Like,
but that's the point, isn't it? Like,
well, you kind of want to grow with the character too. Like with
maybe in his morals and the growth of his character. Like, that's all you need, really. I mean,
you kind of got that already too, with him being told, "No, you're going to enslave the world," and then he's like, "I decided not to listen to my parents."
You still can corrupt him. He was the one that was corruptible, according to Joker. You know what I mean? So, you still have the what we talked about. He was still fresh. He still feels like the world can be good. You know what I mean? Like, so he's not dark yet, or like stern because he hasn't gotten cold to the world yet. You know what I mean? So he's still got that really need to realize, like, yo, like there's a bigger shit, than this. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I feel like it's a good thing. I feel like, now we got all that fucking the fluff out of the way. Now we can, start cooking the main course. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna not introduce, but I'm gonna compare it to Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy.
Okay.
That Spider-Man, you didn't know how strong he was, his power set, what his weaknesses were. You kind of grew along with. So in the second film, you actually saw him question himself and lose his ability and like debate whether he wanted to do this or not. Then in the third film, he was like, it was that dark suit, and he's like giving into his darker ego, and it was just like, okay, you're growing, but you're seeing the different layers of this character. With Superman, it's I am pure good, and there's nothing else to me, and I'm good at everything else I do. So there's nothing to do with you.
But isn't that Superman?
But the thing with Superman is you're supposed to have some type of... He's supposed to have the flaw where he's like...
moral, like a human.
Yeah, but
that's all we need now. Like,
but the thing is, you already gave him the point where he's like, "Well, I choose to be the good. I put one foot in front of the other." I'm just like,
we haven't got introduced to someone that can, be in his head. You know what I mean? Like, he had that small moments. You know what I mean? Like when he was in the box, but like, but that's what I'm getting at. Like, it gives you a chance to, again, now build the character, not the character. Does that make the character of his morality, his, like, question his morals? Like, now we can focus on this main part. And
that main part is his morals.
But you can manipulate it. You're saying it's done. Like, he's solidified. Like, I know where I want to go. Like, he may at this moment, but you got Lex Luthor here, the guy that can,
you kind of want to see him be... what you're saying is he could still have the chance to be altered?
Yes. Like, we got the fluffiness out of the way. Now, all this can just be to destroy and rebuild his character throughout this generation of 10
big enough to destroy his character.
That's where I'm at. Like that fucking first film, we got 15 years.
It's Superman.
We got 15 years of a universe to go through.
Do you know how many characters can actually like bump up against Superman?
None. Doomsday, like
you have
Dark Side, like
That's a good way of putting it too.
You know what I mean? Like
where Cap was like that razor's edge of which friend do I choose, and he leaned toward one side. Superman almost doesn't have a friend to lean on.
It's Lois.
Batman.
I was about to say Lois and Batman are probably his.
Batman is because in the comics, Batman is his like one true friend.
He knows Batman's gonna go for the decision that will, you know, save humanity.
Yes, I would love the Injustice series to be in there. I would love it so much.
Because why? Because the character of Superman's morality gets changed.
You see how much the character has to be put through for that. It's not something like in here we're like he's going to choose the side of good all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It took something horrible for him to jump over to that side. But even then, in his mind, he's still believing he's right.
He's right, yeah.
And it's just like it's that corrupted right.
Well, they already said this. Like, I really wish I remembered the name of the comic line that they said was gonna go, because it was all the characters of DC standing around a table that like was overlooking Earth or something like that, and it like there were really shadowy character drawings. It was Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman in the middle, Cyborg, Aquaman. Like all so the
Justice League.
Yeah, right. Like in the background, right? Martian, the Manhunter, everything. Like, just they were there, and like the S symbol was on a black background, not a yellow. And they said it was this comic run because that was the S that was on that particular outfit.
Okay.
But right now it's on the yellow, but the S that they have on Superman's outfit was the one that's for that
comic
run.
For it.
I can't remember. I wish I if you know Wolvis, again, it was such a pretty drawing. It was a renowned artist that did it, and the comic line was like took off. And see, and that's what I'm getting at. So, like, I mean, we have 15 years with this guy for sure. So, like, this one established the fun, and we're gonna get. Okay, we're talking about Spider-Man films. Tom Holland, like, you know, he was a kid. He was having fun with it. Then the second one, like, he was starting to realize, okay, I can't save the world. Like, I'm just the neighborhood Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like, you know. Then on the third one, when he realized, like, holy shit, like
at that point he was being like selfish, but then he realized I can't do that anymore. Like, as much as I want to, I have to put everybody else before me. And I was just like, that was a good progression. I almost like the fun of the Superman. I could kind of see what you're saying. It was that first part that was the fun, but I kind of don't see him going through a whole lot because Superman is so overpowered.
So the Brainiac storyline doesn't have any moments of like questionability to his morals, like the one that they're already like getting us ready for, the one with Lex in the super suit. Like, does that storyline not carry those moments in that? In if you can recall.
I'm not going to pretend like I could like
remember
like that. Wolvis could help us out, hopefully, but
yeah. So that I mean, I think there's a possibility.
It's a possibility.
But again, the That's only that downfall for an OP character.
Yeah,
you know
that's my whole reason why, as much as I do wear the shirt, he is almost always my least favorite character. You are so powerful that there's nothing to challenge you, which is why I feel like Martian Manhunter is such an undersold character. He could go toe to toe with Superman. He could freaking suffocate and like body change and everything. Like this fool is up there, but they can't market Martian Manhunter as well as they could do some of the others too. And Superman is like their golden child. They don't want anybody to be like, oh yeah, he could be wiped out by somebody else like that. I'm just like, Superman is so powerful. Like what was said, it's just like I could do both at once. Like the Flash, I'm gonna be on a couch talking to my therapist while I'm running around saving the town from crimes, and my therapist never knew I left. I'm like,
what? That's a comic panel?
Yeah, that was a comic panel. He's laying there talking to him, and he's just gone.
That fast?
Yeah.
Swear to God, that is dope as shit. For real.
Yeah. But when you have somebody of that caliber, it almost becomes like, well, what are your choices? Like, you're not giving me anything to stop you. You could fix everything before it's done. So you're no longer fun to watch. You're wiping out all the problems. Mm-hmm. And that's another thing I think I don't like about the superhero movies is the movies don't take the route of the comics. Is they kill the antagonists. They kill all the bad guys. They wipe them out somehow. So there's no returning. There's no reoccurring. There's no constant threat. And it's just like, well, the more they come back, the more they learn of this character, the main character that you're trying to fight against. So every time you come back, you're technically better than what you were before. Give me something like that. Mm-hmm. But
no film has done that.
No film has done that, and no characters can.
I think this is the first one.
What
that will have a reoccurring antagonist.
Oh, what, Lex Luthor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because even in I was about to say, I don't know if we're on the same thought. Imagine if the Joker would have came back on part 2, like if Heath Ledger didn't pass, and like
they said he was supposed to.
He was supposed to, right? That's what I read. Yeah. You know what I mean?
He was supposed to.
That would have been the first.
Yeah.
Like, but no, Lex is. If I'm thinking correctly, he is the first minus Thanos from Infinity War to Endgame.
Yeah. But that was like a sequel, like immediate, like that was bound to happen. They set it up like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like after that, he was gone. Like there's no other like big reoccurring character.
Mm. What's the phrase that this new generation says? Let him cook.
James Gunn. Just because you can doesn't mean you're going to be good. You could still burn.
He's going to ratatouille that shit, bro. I am on this. I will be here. This is live, recorded. Like, I wanted to come back to these moments where I was like, remember when?
I'm on the fence with it. I'm like, you have time to develop it.
Yeah.
And if you're going well, then yes. But at the same time, if you flop, it's almost that point. If you flop at any moment, you were done.
Yeah,
you're scrapped. Like it's over.
That sucks. Why it can't be that way?
But
hold on. Let's see. Hold on. The Batman versus Superman. Superman, Man of Steel. Wonder Woman. 1984. Flash. Aquaman 1 and 2. That's it. So we gave Snyder 7 attempts, and we gave him the extended edition of the Justice League. Oh, so Justice League 8. So 8 films.
Was Snyder in charge of all of them?
Yes. Right? Wasn't it the Snyderverse?
Like that's the thing. Like James Gunn is
the guy, yeah.
Snyder was a director, maybe a producer, but he was not top. So for you to compare those two is almost unfair.
Then don't call it the Snyderverse. Then it's not as if it wasn't in his control, then it wasn't his universe. It was his characters. Like it was just the Justice League. Like so, who would have known if exactly Andy Muschietti, the Flash director, like that wasn't Snyder, but was it the Snyderverse? Y'all consider that the Snyderverse? Explain to me that. Like, so you're gonna tell me from here on. So you would want Snyder to be James Gunn is where we're at right now. So not even direct the movies. We wish Snyder was James Gunn's. Yeah, that's why they had to do the extended one. He's like, yo, let me show you what I really wrote. Like, you know what I mean? And which, again,
and it was
the Whedon, yeah. What Joss Whedon was doing, I have no idea. Like, that was absolute garbage, compared to the dream that Snyder but you know
how bad it is when I watch the Justice League from
that'll be a very short time that I agree with you, Wolves.
I watched the Justice League Whedon did with my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Then when the Snyderverse came out, I was like, all right, this is the better version I heard, let's watch it. She actually sat through like the 4 hours and was like, yeah, what the hell were they doing in the first one? And I was like, thank you. Like, even somebody who's not versed, like
Bree was the same way. Bree was like, now I understand Cyborg so much more. And I was like, exactly. We just saw him die. Like, his dad died. That was it.
Like, so he only had like 3 or 4 films.
That's what I'm getting at. So you're that's what I'm saying. So you're wanting, again, what we're establishing here is what y'all wanted Zack Snyder to be the CEO of the DCU. I don't get you, Willis.
No, we did talk about this.
Really?
Started with
that? Was
that's like kind of
wow. That got me. That's
I was like, starting with them is kind of hard.
All right. How would you break that down? While you were typing that out,
me and you did discuss the a director being in charge of a character. You are in charge of a character and you see the vision, you guide them down, and you know sooner or later these characters are going to link up, but you could set those trends. You got a team of like 6 directors who are in charge of their own characters, know their vision, know their story, know how they want to go, and know that they're all going to interconnect, talk about where they're going to want to drop these storylines and threads. Can you imagine how good a film that could actually end up being? Only issue is that team of film. Who is going to direct? Because at that point, you have so many different heads wanting to be like, well, that's my character involved too.
Well, see, and that's what happened. Well, you're an avid speaker of it. When, like James Gunn, when they threw Thor into his Guardians of the Galaxy, he's like, I don't know what to do with this character. Yeah. Like, I got my guys. Like, this is my cast right here. You know what I mean?
Like, I don't know how to write for a character of that level.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? That we have that moment, you know what I mean? Where, we have that set already. Guardians of the Galaxy was James Gunn. There was no one else that continued a trilogy through the MCU minus James Gunn.
Yeah, true.
So, those were his characters, so. So start on the Avengers film.
I mean, Avengers. Oh damn it! I hate you right now. Damn it! You do have a point.
What?
In the first Avengers film, it wasn't just here's a team up, everybody go. You got, like you said, you got reintroduced. Cap was procured by Nick. Natasha went after Hulk. You had Natasha already involved with Hulk, so you don't have to reintroduce her technically, but it was just like you had them each gathered. you showed what they were doing, what they were capable of. You pulled them into a team. Now go. It was a dysfunctional team at first, but you seen every character on their own doing kind of what
Batman, what Ben Affleck was doing with all the files of the characters when he was over there chasing.
Yeah, kind of like you kind of had that, like, okay, now I know each of these characters. You saw what they were almost capable of, yeah. But imagine that you're reintroducing them, like the start of the film is showing you going to get these characters in their active state.
So that's what I was just about to say. So you would have started the universe like the Justice League and then ran it backwards, like go back to their separate lives after, and then like come back together when the world faces a worldly threat. Because that's, again, essentially what Justice League was, right? Was that 4-hour movie of part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4 of all the characters. Then we got our, our Rumble in the Jungle over there with the demons, and what's called. And then we pull them back afterwards and have their own separate film. Is that what he's what essentially is what he's saying?
I think so. Like, you have that team up film originally, and then you kind of start like handing out the cards. Be like, all right, you go over there, you go over there. We introduced everybody to you. Now, depending on your popularity at this point, your films are going to determine how well you are doing. It's interesting.
That's what I was going to say. That's a concept, because I can see that. The way the Snyder extended version was
pulled it off. Yes.
If we get something of that stature pulled that way, then yeah, I could definitely could have seen it work, because we're already in the universe that is moving. Yeah, true. So, but I could see that. That's actually a really good concept. Wolvis.
So Martian Manhunter. So it will be like a cyborg movie, I guess. How would you do it? Because I would almost see it like Cyborg kind of interpreting Martian Manhunter as like the villain at first, and then he's kind of collecting people to. Oh, let's see.
That's interesting, man. Yeah. That's like, I could see it. Like I said, I can see that have working. Again, only Snyder's extended verse, the extended edition. The
Red Hood.
Yeah, I was like Red Skull or Red. I was like Red Hood, right?
Yeah, Red Hood.
But yeah, I mean, it's too late now. We got the ball rolling. We have 3 type of different genres: Supergirl, Clayface, October 23rd. Now here on Hydeout, we just confirmed again, Clayface will be moved back to October 23rd of this year, and then Superman, Creatures Command. Excuse me, guys. Creatures Commandos coming out season 2. It's in post production already, finishing up. So they're already doing all that. And then, what else? Again, all these Elseworld ones and stuff like that, as far as like DC World. So, we got 4 years, guys, or we got 15 years. I am worried, but I am not worried at the same time. I really hope that we get back to that. Like, again, what we had stated earlier, just finding that director that has that passion for that character, get it to where it gets to the culmination film, because you finally have, deep lore to all these characters. And then that, you're right. I mean, coin flip, highest grossing movie director. So out of all the movies that gross the best, they're the ones that helm the, the multi-film, like, so.
Well, maybe to me, he's probably going to be against it at first.
I hate everything.
You're just a Gunn love. Yeah, you want to see what
Snyderverse? Like, get out of here. One directed four films. Cool for you, bro. Cool for you.
I mean, at this point, Gunn has Creatures Commando, Superman, production of Supergirl, and production of Clayface. So he's gonna have 4.
So he has it harder than Snyder over there controlling the universe instead of just writing one film. You know what I mean? My best one though was on the James Gunn thing. There was a photo that was posted by what's his name? Oh my goodness. Grant Gustin was called, and he was showing that he had like blonde hair. And again, just another thing that I love about James Gunn or whatever. So they were like, yo, Mr. Gunn, any reason Grant Gustin dyed his hair blonde? Question mark. James Gunn come in hot. He goes, how in the world would I know why Grant dyed his hair? I
don't know this person's life. Like,
anything DC? Like all these characters that have DC connections, just gonna assume that I have reasoning behind their like decisions in life.
Like, he's an actor, right? Like he has other stuff he can do.
So that was funny. And then another one was again, like I think Wolva said earlier, is just like all these characters that we're not familiar with are going to be in this universe, fit some way, somehow, and it's just a lot. And again, for someone like me, again, not versed in who they are or whatever, but again, you got someone like me as well, simple-minded, and it was just like, oh, this dude can fly. He looks like Vision, which I'm, getting at, you know what I mean? So the character is Mr. Miracle. And so apparently he's the world's greatest escape artist, and he made his debut in 1971. Jack Kirby and Vince Coletta were the ones that did that animation and cartoon drawings. So it was a 12-issue run. And so you, again, like very obscure characters that this guy like gets, but that character is inside the DCU. His 12-episode series is going to be in the DCU. You know what I mean? So like, where though? Like, you know what I mean? Like, again, as someone that's not versed with where this character fits in the, grand scheme of DC, it's pretty crazy, to know that we're going to get a film of some stature, of this guy or this series, so pretty interesting stuff, man. Again, just like, as far as like what James Gunn is trying, and I give him that, man. Like, if homie is, willing to bring these like characters to light, me as someone that would love to like make a character or like draw drawings and like wish they made like comic arcs and stuff, would love to know that one day, someone wrote my character into a film, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so you respect him in a sense, but as far as the principal of the school, you don't. So he's the gym teacher that has the cool games, but he's not good enough to be the principal. Okay, I see where you're going. I see where you lie now, Wolvis. But yeah. So I don't know. I think you're right, man. I think Clayface will be the determining factor. We already have a sense of where this lies as far as Supergirl, but Clayface, we haven't even heard anything. We just seen a couple of set pics and stuff. Like,
and I kind of want it that way, especially for something horror. Like, almost leave it unknown, because that's what gets people more, is not knowing.
Mm-hmm. Like the trailer for Scream 7, I believe that's it's very like vague.
Yeah.
Like, so
if you leave it open and harder to read, it just becomes like, okay, what the hell is this about?
And it goes back to what we thought about it. Like me and you, I think the same when it comes to that. And like the way you envision it, like I still see your vision now, like where like it shows a blade, you know what I mean? And like you don't know who's carrying that blade, you know, like you know, but you don't know, like, you know, like, so it's still unsure. Yeah, so you know, that would be freaking badass. Like I can already see it now, like, you know, him transforming into the huge clay figure, but only seeing the shadow of this molten, like, object, you know, being, you know, growing and then, like, cut off. Like, you know what I mean? Like
it starts panning to him and then it's just done.
Yeah. Or you'll see, like, the, you know, the sand, you know, seeping under the, you know, person that he's carrying, whatever, like, bruh. Or, like, going up in their face, like, enveloping them. Dude, bro.
I think too, because at that point you're hijacking your viewer's brain, because when you do something like that and leave it to where now you don't know, your brain starts, well, it could be this, it could be that, and it leaves it almost to where like the opposite of what James Gunn is doing, where James Gunn isn't leaving anything to question. You're leaving all this to interpretation. And now people could have their expectations high, or they could be like completely off, or they could be right. And if they're right, it just hypes it up more. And it just like,
I miss those days. Yes. Like we talk about it all the time on this show, and I think wholeheartedly a lot of people may agree with this statement, but like they leave nothing to the imagination anymore. Like, what movie was it?
Fantastic Four.
Was it Fantastic Four? No,
where they showed all the
the new scene and the new scene and then did you see the new scene, and it was just like chill, like I want to watch the movie, I promise, like you don't have to do no more, like
just like, well, this is just the first one of the 15 movies.
The first reveal of the first trailer where they did the moon launch theme where it was like a countdown and it showed a rocket and all that stuff. Like, you had me. Like, your marketing budget paid for your fan right here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could have stopped with that one right there, you know, so. And you, it's true because, like, you have some. What I'm thinking in my head is like the pictures that Snyder's been posting, like of the. Have you been seeing those? Like
some of them,
like of like the Batman or like Ben Affleck's Batman in the smoke, and Henry Cavill's first time trying on the outfit. Like he has like a crazy eye,
and it's like, so good.
It is so good. Like I 100% with that statement. Like, you know what I mean? Like
I like to say that Gunn is integrated into characters, but I feel like he's integrated into music.
You think so?
Because of like the characters do kind of like it almost like he projects it onto them, like himself into them, and sometimes that's important. But he envisions music so much into the movies because he's like, I feel like this would hit the scene right.
Yeah, and I feel that way, like genuinely, like no bullshit. Like I am being like so serious for real. Like Baby Driver was honestly a movie that I was enveloping in my head. Like I had those like thought processes of like how they were going to be robbing the bank and all that, like and then again having a character that had to like be so oriented in the music or whatever, and I love the soundtrack to that freaking movie.
Soundtrack was great.
And so that's what I'm saying, like in me, I feel like I understand James Gunn because like in my head I feel like everyone has a soundtrack in their head, like, you know what I mean? Like
sometimes,
sometimes, right? Like, and there are times that I wish I had one. Like there's not an internal sound like in my head, like, and I'm just like, what song would be playing right now? You know what I mean? Like if I were doing something, you know what I mean? Like, so I feel like I could see James Gunn's thought process. Like this is what's in his head while he's doing this. You know what I mean? Like my favorite thing was there was a comment that, like you said, he like portrays the music into them. The scene of Mr. Terrific where he's fighting the guards or whatever. He's like, oh, it's the smart one, whatever. And it was like, the comment was, it shows the scene or whatever. The comment was, everyone does know that Mr. Terrific didn't have to step out of that, shield.
Yeah.
He could have controlled the T-spheres from within it, but
he just wanted to,
he wanted to, show out, so.
Hot Fuzz was great.
So, but yeah, you know what I mean? Like of that nature, I can see soundtracks working, you know what I mean? But other than that, I believe in what y'all said, but that's how my mind works. Like I think I would direct a with James Gunn with a soundtrack. Mm. When I listen to music, I think of one of my favorite songs is
they did team up Lois with a lot of it.
The part that I said that made me catch that was she was out of breath. She was the one that did some shit. She's like, what the fuck? You just turn around in a circle. That shit got me like, what the fuck? You're tired, bitch? I just got done swinging up in a circle here with my T-spheres. I really need a beeper with my language because I realize I've let loose here in these last few episodes because I used to hold back, but not anymore. But I think that's why I might defend James Gunn a little bit because I genuinely, if I were to make a movie, I would want a dope ass soundtrack. I would want people to know I have a decent, ear. And then I would, again, just me, I would like to broaden it. I would, again, based on the scene, I wouldn't want it. Nope, I'm not even going to go down that route. Just nonetheless. Yeah, nonetheless. But, based on the scene, I would have a soundtrack. But I would know when not to. If I were to be, pinned for a horror film, based on our conversation, with
Michael Myers. It had some music because the radios and stuff, but all his was just yeah. And then same thing with what is it? I'm trying to think of it right now.
What's up, baby? You okay? You okay?
Aww.
You woke up for me?
Oh no!
Give me 1 sec, guys.
Yeah, he will be back. He will be back. But what movie was I think? Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones was the one I could kind of think of was it his little freaking, it's not a catchphrase, but his little theme song when he would do certain things. That was where music to me in movies is you don't need a whole lot. You just have to have something iconic behind it. He is coming back right now. Sorry for the interruption.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
No, but I was just saying the Indiana Jones theme song.
Okay.
I was just for those iconic pieces, you didn't need a whole lot of music. You just had to that. Sometimes all it is
in the moment,
orchestra. You had to have that piece to it had to be catchy enough to get stuck, but it also had to be iconic enough to be oh, this major thing happened around it. So,
I mean, it goes to the Avengers theme song. It's been altered so many times, but now you know that dun 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 dun, dun is in game, or it is Avengers. You know what I mean? So you have that, iconic music, but it wasn't soundtrack. It was just orchestra. So, so. Nah, the Batman, the one Batman, will always, and synonymous, again, speaking of things that remind me of things, is Batman Forever, Seal, Kissed by a Rose, that one right there, forever forever synonymous with that movie. Like I will hear that, baby. Like,
it was so.
Seal did not need to go that hard for that fucking soundtrack, man. Like that one right there, 100% will always resonate in with me. Like
those movies were kind of like so bad they were good.
Yeah, I loved them. I loved Poison Ivy.
Good,
Poison Ivy.
Dude, they never did a good Poison Ivy after that.
Nope, not yet. So, speaking of fun fact on the side. Arnold Schwarzenegger pays $50 a month to keep his Mr. Freeze outfit from the set. So for life until he has to pay the $50, you know, whatever. So my pound, my strength. Yeah. Yeah, you felt the power. You felt it. I'm telling you, dude. Like that song will forever be my song of a Batman movie. Like I love that, and I forever will love that song only because of that movie. Like after that, I was just like, yo, that song go hard. Like why do you figure out who sings that? Like I learned who Seal was based on that song. You know what I mean? So I didn't know the reference from Pineapple, from Superbad. You know, who are you? Seal? Like, Cher or whatever. Like, I didn't get that reference until I truly depth into the song. I was like, I watched the movie again. I was like, I freaking love this song. I need to, and then I was like, Seal. And I was like, and it was like, I was like, oh yeah. Chill. That scene where he's like
there was so many bad ice puns in there, or cold like this. I was like, y'all doing a little too. Like I love a good one here and there, but it was like every time.
Hey, bro, you had to, bro. Like and that movie has so much to me in my life. Like I actually love the new I fell in love with the Clay Christmas movie because of that movie. Mr. Ice Christmas. When they're watching it in the lair, I was like, what? That's a Christmas movie. And then when I found that movie, forever, it's been I love that Christmas movie because of Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze got me into you. That is terrible, dude.
Life, like full circle right there, bro. But yeah, like I love the best part is when homie blasts through the wall with the bat bike and the perfect bat symbols in the background.
Yeah. That movie was so crazy, dude.
I was like, that just broke the perfect bat. Like, how did that work?
That movie had Bane too.
Yep,
a more comic accurate Bane. No, take that back.
Dummy. Yeah, they were saying because he was dumb.
Yeah, but it was like physically wise, yes, but
because they say he is smart, right?
Smart.
He is the one that was on the Nolan films, right?
Yeah.
He's
very intelligent, and just the comic look was more right.
Uma Thurman, Poison Ivy, man, dude. So yeah, that one was the Nipplegate, right? The Nipplegate. I was about to say that was the Nipplegate outfits. Like,
oh my god!
Hey, you really didn't think about it till they thought about it. Yeah. You're just like,
why? You know, is there a purpose?
Is baby gonna be fed with us later? Like, is there? The only one that had a purpose is Austin Powers, dolls that shot. Those the only ones that needed nipples on their outfits.
Oh my gosh. It's so bad because I'm like, you look at that movie and just like how bad that Batman turn is.
Slept wrong one night.
That is so great. Those movies are so bad, but
they were good. Like you said, that they were good. Man, but yeah. So I think that movie right there, music was perfect. we don't know we're getting a comedic Batman, but I do remember him stating that he wasn't a big fan of the 89, which is what's his name's Batman.
You said he's a big fan, or he
wasn't.
Oh,
what's his name? He just came out on the Flash one.
On the what?
The Flash one. The Batman that was on the Flash.
I know who you're talking about.
Vulture.
I'm just horrible with names. It's like right there. I just can't.
I don't even want. Why I want to say Kevin Costner? I don't know.
No,
it's not Kevin Costner.
No. Wolfus is going to type it, and we're going to.
I know.
Wolfus is over there yelling.
You motherfucker! You call yourselves fans?
He's yelling at us right now.
So he wasn't yelling. He was more like disappointed. Keaton, guys.
He's over here. I'm almost going to shut this off now.
Unsubscribe. Unsubscribe. Denotify myself.
Oh my gosh.
Posers. But yeah,
he's gonna be like, now it's my mission, just like everything.
Hey, it's still an interaction,
Maybe
he'll
not
get
the best one,
yeah, he'll get us up there on the algorithm. But yeah, so Keaton Batman. But no, I don't know. Again, Clayface is the pinnacle of where we will see the darker side of the DCU that we'll receive. So in turn, we got 8 months and 24 days to get ready for that film. So we'll get a teaser. Hopefully, nothing too crazy. But I have faith. I'll be here. I'll get the popcorn bucket. Hopefully, it's a good one. So
I hope so.
Yeah,
but I don't want it to reveal anything from the movie either.
That's the bad fall too. Again, we always get the toys, and the toys.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Always.
But it goes back to, I hope he respects the directors. Like I hope it goes to. I hope it lands where we landed at the end of our discussion. Cinematic movie or orchestrated music. If James Gunn wants to put a soundtrack, do the radio thing, like in the background, little like quippets of his music. If he still has that itch that he has to scratch, like you know what would sound good right here. Okay, let's put a radio scene in it or something. You know what I mean? Like,
but sometimes those can feel forced too. So you got to be careful with it.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. And then even then, I hope he would even show us his darker music, like darker. Not like putting it out there in a bad way, but emo music or like grunge music, or like 80s grunge would sound pretty dope. I think would
grunge, you got some new metal,
baby metal. But
I don't think it's gonna fit in
that genre, not that one. But yeah, guys, I have faith. Again, we leaned a little heavy into DCU today, with a little splash. It's not a sprinkle today, but a splash of some MCU.
You're gonna see Superman.
That's great, dude. I actually would want that. Just because you said that, I would love that. Like, he kissed Lois or something, and he's just in the greatest mood. Lois tells him she's pregnant, and walking on sunshine as he's flying through the clouds. Like, yes, great. Thank you, Wolvis, for doing that. Man, I haven't seen that in forever. I might have to go watch it now to like listen to the soundtrack. But that maybe again, I
really
can see
the only song that I really remember from it, of course, is Evanescence, because that was like everywhere with it. But it did like I'm trying to remember some of the other ones, and it did have. I think
we just need All around me are familiar
dude, no, for real, because of Clayface. That is so good. That is good.
I did not think of that. That's awesome.
Either that,
high five. That's teamwork, right there.
I'll give you that, but I will also give you oh my gosh, I blanked out on it right now. The People Are Strange. When you're a stranger.
Oh yeah.
And then you don't know who he is.
Because you don't ever know. Right?
Like he could change forms whenever. I mean, it's Nickelback though.
Portrait.
Come on. You have to stop right when it says, "Look at this photograph."
That's the song I was thinking of. It's self-explanatory.
Nickelback gets a bad rap for what they are, though.
I love Nickelback. I don't give a shit. Like they have like #1 Grammys and stuff. Like 7, I think. I can't remember. Like everyone's just throwing them off to the side. Like
But I'm like, here you all knowing the songs though.
That is in the bar fight?
Which Nickelback, though?
Yeah. What song was it?
Oh, man. That's hilarious. There could be a few.
But yeah, no. So maybe darker tones. Maybe we'll see. But I agree. I mean, the movie lays heavily on the soundtrack. More so as well as the writing, where he goes, you know what I mean? So he can write it dark, but if he's got, it's like those gifs and reels where it's like how key a soundtrack is, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like they play a funny song, on the serious moment, and you're just like, damn, you're right. Like, if it wasn't that other song on there, it wouldn't be as bad, you know? So,
but tell me why you right now.
I don't know the song off the top of my head.
I do, yeah. I remember. You do? It now. I remember it now. Yeah. Dude, when you were saying he has to write dark, all I saw was like him in a room just lit with candles. He's like, yes. This is what they're gonna like.
You were was the quote from Bane? You were I was born in it or whatever. You were raised in the darkness. I was born in it.
Was born in it.
That's hilarious.
Molded by it.
But no. But guys, I think we are wrapping it up for the day. Again, we had to touch some DCU for sure. We have definitely left that in the wind. We're trying to be better as far as making sure we were on top of it. We were supposed to go through anime. We had the whiteboard ready, but
that's not Wolves's thing.
It's not Wolves's thing, But we again, we're only 2 months in, and we got 5 months for Spider-Man, 8 months for Clayface, 5 months for Supergirl, 10 months for Doomsday, and we got all this news, all of it is just keeps coming out, just every single freaking day. Like if you don't hear something about Doomsday, you're hearing something about the DCU. So stay tuned here at the Hydeout. Again, follow us on Facebook. Notify yourself on YouTube. Hit the notification button. We are. So we'll just stay tuned. We'll make that announcement next week. We'll be we have not established a new time. Again, we will be changing time frames due to work constraints. But just stay tuned with us again to the page and here on the page on YouTube. We'll let y'all know where we're going and when we'll land. But oh heck yeah, Wolvis, that'll be dope. What's called oh man, that would be freaking awesome. Let me know, man. Keep us in touch. Hit us up on the DMs like you always do. Have a good night. And everyone else here as well. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all be safe. Y'all have a good week. And we'll see y'all next week, guys.
Thank you for joining us.